How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
Well, here we go again. Disney parades the bloated, rotted husk that was once a pop culture icon for another failed business venture, Star Wars Outlaws, from the creative mind of Kathleen Kennedy. We now have a female Han Solo. Yippee! Hooray! In a bold move that no one saw coming, the protagonist is another in a long line of Girlboss characters that have been saving the franchise.
Overall, I think that's what's been so inspiring.
Alyssa Mercanti from Kotaku agrees.
Star Wars Outlaws Backlash proves we need more women protagonists.
The progressive mindset, a broken record of ideas, in a feedback loop of bad decisions attached to buzzwords, women of color, handy capable, indigenous, representation, till before you know it, somebody's out of a job. And then they start blaming a boogeyman, gamers, Trumpers, systematic racism, patriarchy, ingrained misogyny.
Everything is sexist. Everything is racist.
In fact, ask Ubisoft's community manager. Shawana Jones, community manager Ubisoft, Star Wars Outlaws, hashtag oof. Whenever you see a pronoun in the bio, you know you're dealing with a jackass. Her LinkedIn profile also lets you know that she worked on Just Dance, absolute classic, Riders Republic, oh that game sucked, and Skull and Bones. Good lord, if there was ever a resume for You Should Fire Me, this is it.
Please don't tell me gender isn't an issue in the game industry when you are a white male. Diversity in general is an issue in the industry. I guess they're the white male who blah 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 blah. Ninja is boasting about white privilege by doing this. He's a potential to influence millions of kids and chooses to be a sack of beans.
Yes, it's a good thing he got that skin cancer that he recovered from in like a day. 2 days ago, the trailer dropped, and in typical Ubisoft fashion, the game was underwhelming with facial animations that I can best describe as Team America-esque. Outlaws is set between The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. This leaves the developers open to lean heavily on nostalgia and past events. Game story gets a little thin on plot. Oh look, it's Boba Fett! Have you seen the Millennium Falcon? Oh my god, it's Jabba the Hutt!
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
All this for a game that most likely will leave you wondering how in God's name did Ubisoft think that this game justified such an expensive battle pass? Now the standard game, €69.99. The gold edition, only €109. The ultimate edition, €130. You get a little extra bells and whistles. What do you say, little dude?
Not a bad deal if I say so myself. Kill me, please. I want to die.
Ubisoft has regressed as a developer and it's plain for all to see, but they still try like hell to sell you shit you don't want or need. Just looking at the trailer, you could tell the cutscenes are running at an asthmatic 30 FPS, with choppy gameplay, borrowing from the Assassin's Creed engine that was cutting edge 15 years ago, with a female lead that suffers from Western game developer syndrome, where they face scan an attractive woman and then beat her with an ugly stick, because God forbid you look at a woman that's attractive in America today. Twitter was rife with memes. My God, the woman looks like the dude from the movie The Warriors. Of course, there are people running defense for it and saying like it didn't look really that bad and there's lighting, but guess what? I don't care to get you those tweets.
You get mad about it being brought up, but you can't deny it's happening. Western game devs are purposefully making women in games ugly. Eastern game devs make the characters look like they're models. Male actors often look the same. Why is that?
Because I can't tell you, because if I did, I'd get in trouble for alphabet soup. In the aftermath of the failed launch trailer, Ubisoft and Disney sprang into action by paying for bots. The chuds lose again.
It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Master of the TDS has made it his mission on Twitter to point out the overarching issue of bot usage by major movie companies and game development studios. Now let's just read a few real quick. We're not going through a lot of them.
Excited for the new Star Wars game. Can't wait to explore the galaxy in 2020. Finally, a new Star Wars game to look forward to.
Really?
So excited for Star Wars Outlaws. Can't wait to explore the galaxy.
Why can't they get a real, like, hire me? I'll write your bots. I'll do it for like $1 million, though. And I would write, Star Wars Galaxy. My life is devoid of meaning, so I guess I'll play this in the meantime. Somebody might just go, that sounds real. Oh boy, another bad Star Wars game. Well, I'm single and ugly, so I guess I'll play. You know, that's realistic. As it stands now, the trailer isn't going over well with the fans, with a dislike ratio that could be a sign of another Skull and Bones type failure for Ubisoft. Wow, how many is that?
It's 79,000 still that say they don't like it. But on the other hand, there's 32,000 Disney kids that think it's cool.
And when I say Disney kids, I mean those really weird, creepy adults.
Sad. Very sad. Sad.
With devs like this in Ubisoft, it's par for the course that the game would be what it is. You can already tell it stinks. It's like a interactive version of The Acolyte, another piece of garbage. And they expect you to buy it and be jazzed. Now let's look at what these developers have to say, because they're taking a stand against bigotry, Stu. What equality means to me, not having to do other people's emotional labor. This lady literally probably was talking about dating. You could look at her and tell she's probably single and 44. And she's not having a good go of it. For me, equality is providing a cerebral opportunity for women where they could be mothers and CEOs at the same time. You never notice that, like, single mothers always want to be CEOs? You never see these types of women go, she could be a single mother and a successful custodian. You know, you never hear that. Where you could be a single mother and work the drainage ditch. You could be a single mother and work in raw sewage. Never hear that. It's always CEO. What equality means to me, equality means that all people, regardless of their birth or background, deserve the same respect and opportunity. For some, this will mean being provided aid so that they may aspire to rise above social, mental, or physical friction, which might otherwise prevent them from succeeding. Yeah, you know what's preventing them from succeeding? Sucking. All right, you know, it sucks to suck. That's life. But I'd expect that from a man with red nail polish in that shirt. No. If you're going to, like, put on nail polish, at least, look good doing it. Christ almighty. James Charles is here, and he's figured it out. What equality means to me, renouncing all forms of repression. Someone drop this man in, like, Haiti. I'm out of here, Stu. I quit.